Hello, this is Carl Govender, student number St10145498. Today I'll be going through my Prog7311 PoE Agri-Energy application. It must be noted that this application is very similar to what we did in part 2, but now with feedback and changes made. Changes made can be found in the submitted document on ARC, where there's a section in our report that says where we made our changes. And various information about starting and running this app can be found in my README file. I made use of SSMS to store the data and made use of Firebase for authentication. This script will be submitted on ARC, as you can see here. And as you can see here, there's Firebase where authentication is done. So let's run the app. Here's the home page, and here's the login button. You can log in as, there's two different roles in the system, farmers and employees. So they can be farmer accounts, employee accounts, and you can log in between those two roles. They both have different functionality, so let's test out those functionality. If we go to our script, I made a demo user for now. For the employee role, here's the password. So there's admin@gmail.com, put the password in and log in. So let's go through what an employee can do. An employee is able to create a user and view products. So let's create a user. We'll call him Matthew, say matthew@gmail.com. And we'll say the password is matthew@1234. Now, an employee can create a farmer and an employee, and you can choose what role that the person has right here. But we're going to show the creating user for a farmer for now. And as you can see, Matthew was successfully created. If we go into Firebase and refresh Firebase, you can see that Matthew is now saved on Firebase. We go to SSMS, we go to users, select top 1000 rows. You can see that Matthew is now saved here as a farmer role. Must be noted that if you go to the farming table, now Matthew will be here in the farming table. But if you go to look at the employees table, Matthew will not be here as we made a farmer role. Now let's test out products. Now an admin is able to go view products from specific farmers, so they can go to Mike's profile. Here's Mike, view Mike's products. Changes that we made will be on ARC, but notably, the filter structure and the design of the filters changed to match the feedback given. So let's test filters. An employee is able to filter by product type, which is categories, and from date. So let's try filter by infrastructure. And as you can see, only the items under infrastructure will appear. And you can use this button to reset it. Let's test out the filter for date. So we go from the 1st of June to the 30th. We apply those filters. And as you can see, only the products between that date will display. You can hit this reset button right here. You can try another date as well just to confirm the functionality. We'll go all the way to May. All the way to May and say May 10th. As you can see, only the products between these dates will appear, and you can reset that. And you can go back. You'll note Matthew is here, the one that we just created, but there'll be no products for him. Now, let's log out and log in as a farmer to see what a farmer can do. Now, we can just have a look at the script, and we'll log in with, let's say, Mike. So we've got mike@gmail.com. And as you can see right here, the farmers log in. Farmers can view their products, and farmers can add products. Notably, what changed here was a few things. We added more fields like description. As based on feedback, we were told to add a little bit more detail. And for ease of use, to make categories a drop-down instead of making the user manually type the category. So let's try and create product. We'll say pumpkin seeds, we'll put that under cultivation, and we'll say seeds to grow pumpkins. And we're going to save that. As you can see now, when you go to My Products, pumpkin seeds has been added. Now we can go to SSMS to see that it was added. So select top 1000 rows. As you can see, Farmer 3 added pumpkin seeds. Now Farmer 3 was Mike, so we'll open up the farming table just to make sure. As you can see, Farmer 3 is indeed Mike. We can also test out authentication. So what happens when someone that's not a farmer or employee tries to log in, tries to get access to these pages? Let's see what happens. We copied the URL and we pasted it here. As you can see, I'm not logged in by anyone, and you cannot access the page. Every time someone that's not an employee that tries to get into the employee pages, or a farmer that goes to the farming pages, cannot log in. So let's log in as the admin again, just to ensure that all of this is safe. So view products, we'll copy that, we will log out. Let's try and get in. Doesn't work. As you can see, you have to be logged in as either the employee or the farmer to get the respective pages. Let's try and add another employee just to see how that works. As you can see, employee role, we'll call this employee Hannah, and we'll say hannah@gmail.com. Password Hannah@1234, and then create. Now this time around we create an employee. Let's test out and see if that works. Let's go to Firebase first to ensure that Hannah has been added. As you can see, Hannah has been added. Similarly, we can go to users and ensure that Hannah has been saved to the users table. And as you can see, Hannah is right there. But we're going to log in anyway to ensure that it works when adding an employee as well. So hannah@gmail.com, hannah@1234. As you can see now, we create an employee, and they can do the exact same things that our previous employee could. As you can see, try to view Oscar stuff, view by enhancements. As you can see, the employee roles work. Copy this as well to test out, log out. As you can see, authentication works. So just to cover, we went through the employee roles. There's two roles, employee and farmer. Employees can create users. Employees can view products from specific farmers and filter between them respectively. Then we went through the farmer role. Farmers are able to add products with a drop-down category now and description of the product, add it, and have it saved to our SSMS tables here. Various information can be found on our README file and under our ARC submission on logging in, creating the application, and to get the SQL script to seed the database. So thank you. This has been my application. Please have a great day. Actually, before I end the video, let me show logging in with the farmer that we created. We already showed adding products with farmers already, but let me show you adding the products with the farmers that we just created. So I believe we just created Matthew@gmail.com. That was the initial farmer that we created. Matthew@gmail.com with Matthew@1234, I believe. As you can see, so just to confirm that Matthew does work and Matthew can add products, let's try adding a product with this new one. Say cultivation and watermelon seeds to grow watermelons. Say save product. As you can see, it saves You can go to these products, and now let's also show that it is added in the products table. I just want to confirm that the new account that we made, just to show that it works no matter how many users you make. So if you go to watermelon seeds right here, it says farmer 4, and because, keep in mind, we created Matthew will be farmer 4 right here. Just want to confirm that before I end the video, so thank you.